Look at that. Air conditioning on. I can't believe how hot it's been the last few days. This is brilliant. Can we have more of this, please? So, it is like, what, the 20th of April today? And it's felt like it should be June or July. It's really freakishly warm. Welcome to another miscellaneous Monday. Bit of context. Today, I've just started, well, the last couple of days I started with a new estate agent. And it's really good. The estate agent I'm working with are very ambitious and they love the idea of morning shoots, sunset, sunrise shoots. They want to be a little bit different. They want the photographs to look better than the next agents, which I love. So I've had a really positive meeting and a good shoot with them this morning. And what else is new? Yes, I've just heard from Tommy Sieves and Tom, who we shot the wedding with last week. Tom has done a little teaser video, which I will link in the description. It's pointless me doing that if you're watching on a TV because you won't be able to click it. Or people that do that, if you're watching on a TV, you're just watching people pointing. Click that if you're watching a computer, iPad, phone. Anyway, link in the description. So Tom's video it's really cool, man. And it's of the punk wedding that we shot last week, which was out of this world, really. So now, a little treat for you. The wedding photography-ness of my channel is going to continue. So I'm off to meet a photographer who's been on the channel before called Marino, who's an awesome photographer, and we're going to go have a chat and she's going to tell you a little bit more about her images and what she does to create her, well, stunning imagery, really. So let's go down, see Jen, have a chat, and let's enjoy more of this springtime sunshine. Let's go! Well, this is a cul-de-sac in the middle of Evesham, but let's go! Right, thought of the day. First of all, M5 South, Gloucester Farm Shop and Kitchen. Controversial, but is that the best motorway services in the country? Leave a comment below. And second thought of the day is people that just don't indicate because they're just too lazy. What should we do with them? I'm thinking either a 3 points on your licence and £50 fine, or just immediately burnt at the stake. That's what I'm thinking. Burn them at the stake, lethal injection, some sort of capital punishment. Yeah. In fact, we could turn this Monday into, instead of miscellaneous Monday, it could be capital punishment Monday.
Daddy, where's Daddy? Get Daddy.
Hey, no.
Where's Daddy?
Look at you. Rolo, you are mental. Hello, Willow. Right, are you ready to rock and roll?
Yeah.
I shouldn't have said that, should I?
Yeah.
Right, okay, so we've got Jen on the vlog. Jen's it's nice to have local photographers, isn't it? Do you have many sort of photographers that you know that live within a short drive distance to you?
I do now. I didn't before though.
Yeah.
I have only a couple.
I found over the last year or two, since I've been on YouTube really, that a lot of my friends are like from all over the country, and I haven't really managed to get a pool of locals. So it's really good to just take a short drive and meet.
It is. I mean, I did go to a meetup not long ago with photographers, and I literally didn't know anyone.
Really?
So I was just like, oh, okay.
What was the purpose of that then? Was it just to...
They just invited me into this group. It's an all-women group.
Oh, cool.
And they just invited me into it, and I was just like, yeah, okay, might as well. And it was fun.
Was it like a talk, or was it you went out and shot? Or...
Literally just a meet-up for breakfast, and we just spoke just about everything. Literally everything, but...
So there's wedding photographers, there was...
Baby photographers. Yeah, like all range. It was about... Well, the thing is, a lot of people couldn't come.
Yeah.
But there was about 10 people. But yeah, we were just talking, and obviously they never met me, so they were just asking me loads of stuff. And yeah, it was really nice.
So when you introduce yourself, do you say that you're a photographer or a wedding photographer?
I actually say I'm a wedding photographer.
Do you?
Never used to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Until a few years ago, I was like, well, I am basically just a wedding photographer now. I do a few family shoots here and there, but mainly
because that's what you do.
Yeah,
it's what you are.
Exactly. Exactly.
I'd say, looking at your pictures, I'm a huge fan of your pictures.
Thank you.
Love your editing style. Love your shooting style. It's just really cool. Yeah. It's really awesome, and it's weird, isn't it, when people give you compliments? Like, I always find it weird,
especially other photographers are like,
okay. No, but I think what you do is really, really cool. You managed to get a really relaxed style, which isn't hard at which isn't difficult. No, sorry, which is quite difficult at weddings because there's a lot going on. Oftentimes, couples are halfway through a conversation, and you've got to sort of say, "Can I just drag you away?" But you manage to always, I think, get lots of really relaxed poses. So I was hoping that we could just have a quick look through.
Yeah, sure.
So we'll start with this picture here.
Yeah.
So
I just wanted a simple picture.
So
like,
obviously we've got a sunset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I wanted some nice, goofy, messing around ones, but then I think for them it would be nice to just have one of them both looking at me. I feel like everyone needs a picture like that. You know, but they're still relaxed. You could tell by their body language that they're. Like,
so is this what I would call a? Because you know how you've got the, I don't know what your go-to countdown is when you say, right, 1, 2, 3, or 3, 2, 1, or right. Or do you tell people you're going to take a photo?
I do. I'm like, right, guys, you ready? And then they're like, yeah. And then so we'll do a couple like this, and then I'll just talk to them.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, let's just look at each other, just talk to each other, give them a big hug, kiss, and then I'm just like, I just talk to them about stuff. It's kind of hard to explain.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. People think I'm funny. I don't. But I make them laugh. I seem to make them laugh.
The good thing is, I think by this time, especially, which is the sunset, you've probably already had a number of meetings with them.
Yes.
You've probably been speaking to them over the phone,
email.
So by this time, this is probably the most comfortable that they will be around you, because they'll have known you quite well. They've seen how you work in the day. So I always find that by this time, sort of 7, 8 o'clock or whatever time it was here, they're normally quite easy to work with, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like with a lot of my couples, actually, I don't tend to meet them.
Yeah.
I'll Skype maybe, but a lot of them I don't.
Yeah.
They just, I think social media is a big part of how they feel about me.
Really?
Because they see me on Instagram and how I am, and I'm just relaxed and chilled. And
I think I might already know the answer to this. That was one question I was thinking of asking you. We haven't rehearsed this. What is your favourite social media? I think I know the answer to this. Instagram every time?
Yeah. I don't like Facebook anymore. I just don't. I actually don't like posting on there because I know not a lot of people see it anyway.
Yeah.
And the people that do see it don't really interact with me. But on Instagram, I always get interaction with people. Yeah. And I feel like I can just be more myself on Instagram. Is that weird? Because
it's almost like a free portfolio that's there.
Yeah.
Doesn't require any, go check out my website. No. It doesn't really require any promotion.
No.
Just good photos is enough, isn't it?
Exactly. I mean, I've been, like, someone's commented on my feed before saying, and tagged someone saying, look at this amazing feed. And that's
awesome.
That's all you want to hear, isn't it?
That makes your day, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like, yes!
And would you ever upload a phone photo to your Instagram, or are you quite...
I do, yeah.
You do?
So, I do. I'm not that anal about it. Can I say anal?
You can say anal.
I'm not that anal about it.
In the right
really.
context.
Yeah. Like, a lot of I always make sure that my actual, like, DSLR pictures are my wedding stuff.
Yeah.
And if it's just personal stuff, I'll just make sure it's a good phone photo. It doesn't have to be amazing, but I'm really into my phone photo, like photography at the moment, because it's, like, a really good camera.
You an iPhone user?
No. I've got a Huawei Mate 10 Pro now.
Cool.
Yeah, I did used to have an LG, but that's rubbish. Don't even talk about that.
Okay.
Because there's so much trouble.
We won't go there.
Yeah, no. iPhone. I mean, iPhones are good. I just I've got a MacBook Pro. Bit weird, but
yeah.
I'm just not really.
I'm the same. I mean, I'm an Android. I've got a Samsung.
Yeah.
I've got a Windows laptop.
Yeah.
And I've got a Mac. I'd say my Mac is my main editing machine.
Yeah.
The laptop is for my quick edits if I need to churn something out quickly.
Yeah.
And the phone is just, I mean, what I'd normally do is send it back to myself.
Yeah.
And upload it via my phone, because obviously you can't do it on the computer to Instagram.
No, that's it. I just email it to myself and just download it. But yeah, that's what I do.
Can I just ask you a question about your editing style? So, you buy presets or do you make them?
No, I buy them.
Yeah?
I buy them, yeah.
And do you use one preset per wedding? Or do you use one preset per year, or per season, or per...
Yeah, so like per wedding I'll use one... I have a few different presets, but they're sort of the same, if you know what I mean. Like, the colours are mainly the same. It's just whether, like... It can be a bit different. It depends what mood the wedding is. Like, it's quite difficult to explain, actually. Like, per wedding I'll have one main colour and then one main black. Just to keep it all nice and uniform, do you know what I mean? And then another wedding might just be a bit different, because it might be a bit of a light and airy sort of
Yeah,
wedding. Do you know
a
what I mean?
brighter wedding.
Yeah, this was quite moody, this wedding, and it was a Halloween wedding, so you know. But most of my pictures are basically, they just look like that. They're basically the same.
So am I right in thinking that is this about 35mm here? 1.4, 1.8?
Yeah, 35, 1.4.
Because obviously you've got no lens flare, so you're using obviously a pretty good lens. Is that a Canon, a Sigma, or something?
Sigma 35 Art.
Really good lens.
Yeah.
Great lens. And the 85 is amazing as well, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I've got the 85 Canon 1.2.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, it's a beast.
That's heavy.
It's heavy and it's slow, but it's so nice.
When you get it right, if you've got time to compose your shot.
Yeah, exactly.
If no one's in a rush, it's great, but it's not...
it's not ideal.
It's not it's not a great lens for that, is it?
Yeah. Definitely.
Well, let's have a little look through. So, what we've got next. So,
sorry.
Actually, let's just have a look at that black and white. So, where do you stand on black and whites versus colour?
I love black and white. Like, I've always loved black and white. And I think there's specific photos that look better in black and white.
Yes.
This one, it looked alright in colour. But I don't know. You know when you got that feeling,
it just has to be black and white. It just
has to be black and white, and that's their favourite photo ever. Actually,
Brilliant.
The couple, they
amazing.
Said. But yeah.
So when you're going through the edit, and you're on your, I presume you cull your images down to however many, and then you start to really fine tune the edits.
Yeah.
Do you just have a look at a photo, I presume in colour because it's a raw file, and then you think, no, that has to be black and white, let's see what it looks like, and then it stays in black and white?
Yeah. Most of the time I'm like, no, I know that's got to be in black and white, so I just...
Because as an artist, you don't want your work going out you don't want to do a black and white and a colour folder.
No.
So you don't want...
I know people that do.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Then what's the point?
Because I think as the photographer, they're trusting you for your artistic knowledge.
Exactly.
That what you choose is best, but occasionally we get people saying, "Oh, can I see this in black and white?
Yeah.
Can I see this?" And there's no problem.
Yeah, no, I'm just like, yeah, sure, I'll just do it. Like,
it's all part of the plan.
Exactly.
Right, let's just have a little look. I love this.
Yeah.
Again, all natural light.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
I was like, I've got to get a bit of a sky in there because the other ones you can't really see the sky; you can just see like the flare.
And obviously, when you've got this sort of light, you've got lovely silhouettes.
Yeah.
So I mean. Am I right in last wedding we did together when I did second shooting for you, you said, can you just take a picture of me for my Instagram, for my mum, with you and your mum?
Yes.
Liz, by the way, is Jen's assistant. Can we call you assistant?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, and I did a photo of you and you shooting manual. And I was like, what's going on here? Because I shoot in aperture priority.
Yeah, I always get that wrong. I don't know why it doesn't work for me.
No, there's no...
Yeah.
I mean, look, obviously there's no certain way to... So you shoot... Are you literally
all the time
moving dials all the time?
Yeah, I mean it is quite tedious, but all the time. Like the thing is, I have in between weddings, like I've switched to like AV just to try it out. I've got to say, like when you're doing candids, it's really easy, I suppose. But then still, sometimes it just messes up for me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why? Why can't I do this? This is semi-automatic. Do you know what I mean? Like, it technically is.
So you're controlling your ISO as well?
Yeah.
It's nothing's automatic.
No.
Everything's manual.
Everything's manual. Obviously, the lens is automatic, but yeah.
And do you ever suffer for that? Do you ever underexpose shots? Does it happen all the time or overexpose?
When the light is going in and out.
Yeah.
It's pretty annoying. But I don't know. You get used to it.
And your main camera, your sort of A camera is a 5D3?
Yes. Yeah.
Which has got great dynamic range anyway.
I mean, you say that, but I used to think it did, and now I'm like, not so much, you know? When it came out, obviously I had a 7D before that, so anything was better than the 7D to me.
Yeah.
Full frame, going from that, to a full frame was like, but now I don't know, I'm not happy with the dynamic range.
Really?
Yeah. Kind of annoys me actually.
Yeah.
And the thing is, a lot of people I know, they've switched from Canon to Nikon because of the dynamic range, focus. Yeah.
Well, Nikon's quite well known for its monster dynamic. And Sony, would you ever go mirrorless to save a bit of weight one day, do you think?
Do you know what? I would. Not yet though. No. I think they need to get... I know the Fuji are really good. My brother, he was on about Sony because he's looking into it, and the Canon have the the M50.
Yeah, the new one.
Yeah,
mirrorless one,
that's pretty cool. But I mean,
for stills, obviously.
Yeah. But like, I don't know. I feel like I need to be really happy with, because I've seen mirrorless and stuff, but there's not a lot of lenses in them as well, is there? I mean, and the battery is awful.
Yeah.
Because of the viewfinder and stuff, but
yeah,
it
swings around.
It is because I know a photographer who just uses mirrorless.
Yeah.
His work is amazing.
Yeah.
But
probably charges a fortune as well.
Do you know what? He's actually less than me. But
Really?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Right. Okay. Right. Right. Let's have another quick look. I love this. Is it the same couple we saw?
Yeah, same.
That is a lovely. It's a lovely shot. I love how you desaturated greens. Is that a huge thing? I hate green. I hate the colour green.
Yeah, I can't stand green.
And what I also notice is when I'm moving the sliders in Lightroom, I always notice that if you take away the yellow,
yeah, that does it more.
there is so much yellow in the average photo in the UK, isn't there? Like you take a photo and you take the green away, and you think, why can I still see loads of grass?
Yeah, no,
so
it's the yellow.
Getting rid of that yellow. But obviously, I like your oranges here.
Yeah.
I think oranges and those deep kind of yellows are a big factor in your business.
Yeah,
they're a big.
So. I mean, I like the warm.
Yeah, it's fair to say a warmer tone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, it looks like these. And were these shots that we've seen all done within 3 minutes, 5 minutes that we've seen?
Yeah. I mean, it was just me clicking away, I suppose. Because with me, what I do is I don't just take 2 shots of one pose. I'm literally always clicking as they're moving, because I like to get like the in between.
Yes.
And I think that's more important.
I think I would always rather overshoot.
Yeah.
Because with digital these days we can.
So I never used to. And I used to scare myself.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh my god, I need more images. So now I'm literally just averaging like
less isn't always more.
Yeah.
I love this. This is awesome. Now, this must have been a nightmare to focus because there's so many arms and sparklers and things. So do you remember how you did it?
I got lucky. I'm going to tell you the truth. I got lucky.
Yeah.
I was obviously like testing as I was going, and I basically what I said to them was go slow.
Yes.
That is the most important thing for me because I need to focus. And luckily, there was quite a lot of light on their faces from the sparklers.
Yeah.
Because I told everyone to literally just hover around them.
Yeah.
And it just worked. I feel like that's the sort of way that I do my sparkler shots now because I know that it works, if you know what I mean. With my camera anyway.
And was this like a confetti style walk under the sparklers?
Yeah, it was.
So that you've got probably about 10 seconds to get at least one shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big tip though, don't give sparklers to drunk people. Because I nearly got my hair set on fire.
What the?
Yeah, I know.
No way.
Yeah, it was pretty.
So they're like smoking or whatever.
Oh, they're just crazy. They're crazy. They go, woo. You're like.
I think they're a Jedi or something.
Yeah. They're crazy.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, it was awesome.
So that's a recipe for disaster with drunk people.
I did a really cool on that sparkler shot. Oh, I should have showed you really. I don't have it, but they wanted a long exposure rude word.
Oh, a bit of light painting?
Yeah.
And did you do it?
I got it.
Brilliant.
See you Wednesday.
I'll see you next Tuesday at a wedding. Unbelievable.
They basically tricked their mum into thinking they were going to spell their surname. And then she saw it and she was like, what?
Oh,
yeah, that was me just standing still saying, do it again, like trying to get it. And I managed to get it. And
was it a surprise for you or they told you what they were going to do?
No, they told me. So not their mum though.
So did you do that with 4 different photos per word? Per letter?
No, literally all the same. They were all stood in a row. And they
all did 1 letter each?
1 letter each. It was wicked. It was awesome, yeah.
Oh, God, funny stuff. Funny stuff. I love your off-cameras, your slave flashes that you have. So you choose to put your flashes down low?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the time. I mean, I do test it, though, to see if it'll look better up or down.
So, I can't see because this is black and white, isn't it? Yeah, this is black and white, isn't it? Again, I would massively agree with this. I think this one has to be black and white because I love the clarity and the tiles and stuff, and it's really simple in its form. I think that's a great shot.
I feel like if it was colour, it would just be too overpowering, especially with the floor.
Yes.
That's why I changed it. I was like, no, it just doesn't look right.
Yeah. No, I really agree. That's really nice. So you're obviously a point of view of the photo. Is there any flash coming from your camera?
No.
Have you got nothing on top of yours?
No.
That's
basically, I just have my trigger. I have my trigger for my flashes on top of my camera, so I can't put anything on top of that trigger. I sort of really need a new system because it might help if I do.
you're relying on this is ambient light then.
Yeah.
There's light in the back of the bride,
Yeah.
and everything we can see. So do you remember offhand? Because I don't want to get too technical, but do you remember what your flash power probably was set to?
Okay, so my normally
Because it's got to be equal.
yeah. So I always set them both at the same power, but it's normally between like a quarter of a power and like it depends. It's normally about 1/8 or
1/8, yeah.
About that. I think it's about that.
I find a problem with that is because flash guns are quite terrible with their recycle time, aren't they?
Yeah, those ones are really good.
Oh, are they? Are they cannons or young
No,
Nuers?
young Nuers.
I've got young Nuers. I love my young Nuers.
Yeah, they're really good,
Yeah.
and they're cheap. Like, I've broken one before. It's smashed. And I was like, shit. So,
But it's only, what, 80 quid, 50 quid to get
about
one?
100, but yeah, probably lower now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, yeah, that's amazing to think there was just 2 light sources
Yeah.
there. And how dark was the actual room? Was there any...
There was no, like, other light on, if you know what I mean. It was just... Well, say that. There's... You know when, like, there's light, but there's not. Do you know what I mean?
I think I'm with you. Yeah.
It's like there's no point even it being on because...
It's just very low
nothing.
light.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I presume you're at, like, the lower end,
Yeah,
like 1.4,
so, like,
1.8.
that's like a little spotlight, but it's not even... It
Yeah.
doesn't even do anything.
Yeah. Hard to focus in the dark, isn't it?
It is.
So how do you get around that? Focus on the brightest part of the person, or of the... Obviously, wedding dresses are a lot easier because they're bright white.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Yeah.
I don't really focus on their faces because they're always moving around anyway, so I'll just focus on their body.
Yeah.
I normally have it... Because I normally do it with my 24 to 70 now, but wide open on 24.
Yeah.
I think that might have been my 35.
So that'd be, what, 2.8? Or maybe wider?
2.8. So I either do 2.8 or like 1.6.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it depends what I'm going for. If I'm going for like a soft sort of style
Yeah.
with the lights,
Yeah.
then I'll go for 1.6.
That's cool. I love this. This is so cool and minimalist.
Yeah.
And I imagine the bride and groom absolutely loved this, did they?
Yeah,
I would. I think that's really cool because it really shows off the bride's dress.
Yes.
It's really nicely emotive kind of picture. And
Yeah.
I imagine.
I mean that wasn't done like that. I mean, obviously, like the light was like that, but I blackened the background.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, because I just like it. I think, I mean, that
It's
could be like
minimal.
a really nice portrait for them in their living room.
It feels like they're the only two in the room.
Yes, exactly. And
Yeah.
the way the light was hitting them, I was like, yeah, I mean, I know what I want to do with this.
Yeah,
So.
that's really nice. I really like that. This is awesome. This looks like a genie from Aladdin's
I
lamp.
know.
I love this.
He's amazing, Ali. He
Is
was
this
awesome.
one of your favourite grooms?
Yeah. Honestly,
yeah.
he's just wicked.
So what was this guy like? What was he? Just
He's
all about
crazy.
bit of a showman?
Yeah,
bit of
I tell you what, they were just all awesome because I did his friend's wedding and then they knew me from that wedding, if
Cool.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And this was in North Wales. It was it's epic.
So this wasn't obviously planned, this moment.
No!
This was just a candid almost?
Yeah. I was literally just like, shit.
And
is
he saying something or is he dancing or what's he doing?
I think he was just jumping saying, come on!
Yeah, okay.
Come on,
So
let's
this
go.
is sort of after the first dance?
Yes,
Is this about...
straight after, and the smoke started.
Cool.
And then, it was pretty epic.
And again, this has to be black and white. So I
Yes.
love your lens, your
Yeah.
light flare here from the flash gun. That's really cool. You've got a few people here that are probably loving this guy.
Oh, he's
yeah, that's
awesome.
wicked. That's a portfolio booster. That's cool. I love this.
I like the other one because it's like that one.
Oh, we've got 2.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
I didn't know which one to pick.
No, they're rich. So this is autumn. There's autumn. There's leaves on the floor. Looks like it's
That?
October, November.
Yeah, it was like... No, it was November.
Yeah.
That was November.
So
You got lucky.
in real life, were your bride and groom freezing their nads off?
Do you know what? She said she was really hot, so
Really?
I didn't feel bad. Because
Oh.
I think it was just... Because in the venue it gets really hot, doesn't it? So you
Yeah.
just want some
Bit of
nice
fresh air.
yeah. No, they were loving it.
That's wicked.
They're loving
So
it.
is this your sun that's
35.
really low and then... So would you say that you love shooting towards the sun? You love having that...
I do.
Yeah.
A lot. You know when you get like guests at weddings and they're like, "Oh, why are you shooting into the sun?"
Shouldn't you shoot like
Yeah.
a 90-degree angle?
Yeah, like it's like
Shouldn't you follow the rules?
just chill out. I
Yeah.
know what I'm doing.
Do you know how to sound really like you know what you're doing? Not that I don't think you know what you're doing, but that is called contre-jour.
Is it?
It means against the light, and it's French. So you can just fire that one back to me. It's contre-jour, darling. Contre-jour, contre-jour. So no, but I love the composition of this. It's really, I love having them in the middle, and you've got the bride's gown down there.
I always like to catch the sun on their clothes. I don't know, it's a weird thing.
Yeah, it's like the cherry on the cake.
Yeah.
It's a really nice. I think So here's a question then. This is a big question. You might not have an answer to this, but so with flash, you can have, you know, I don't know what the sky was doing here, but if you'd have had a flash, you could have got, I don't know, blue sky or a sunset or something like that. But
it was quite cloudy.
Oh, was it?
Weirdly, yeah.
Would you not even bother with portraits with off-camera flash, or would you only rely on your primes, your wide aperture stuff?
I mean, I like to, but the problem is, because I'm not quick at doing the portrait stuff, I'm quick at doing the first dance stuff because I just stick it there.
You've got a method.
Yeah,
you know when it works. Yeah.
I feel like, one, I mean, it's cool, it is cool, and I love looking at people that do it, but I feel like I have a certain look as well.
Yeah.
And I feel like...
And if you start changing that...
Yeah, but I'd love to experiment with it. I mean, I've done, like, single portraits and stuff, like with my little brother, and just testing out my off-cam flash, which I really enjoy, but I don't know, I feel like it might screw up my vibe a bit.
I get
Do you know what I mean?
You've got a style.
Yeah.
You like... Yeah. And people will book you because of that.
Yeah.
People will see that you like to shoot this sort of thing and think, Jen can make me look really good.
Yeah.
This is what we'll probably do. So, you know, I really like that. So, okay, so what about if you don't have the sun? Do you still go out at this time of night anyway? Or do you try and get them wrapped up?
To be honest, actually, if I don't have the sun, I'll wait till a bit later, then do off-camera flash, but behind again.
Oh, okay.
So, like, it'll be really cool, quirky, lit up from behind,
and
so
again,
you can see the venue and then, like, their silhouette, if you know what I mean.
So that's a one-light portrait.
Yeah.
You're nice and wide.
Yeah.
And then you can, I
don't know. Oh, I should have put some in here though. I can send you some.
I think I'm with you. I think I know what you mean. So you've got the venue lit up behind them, and would you do like, is that like a longish exposure, like a second, 2 seconds or something? Or?
No. I mean, I have it on pretty high power though. I have it on like half power, I think. Yeah. And because a lot of the time I like to do it where there is other light. Yeah. So I don't need it to be that bright. If you know what I mean. I don't need to do long exposure. Yeah. But yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, that's your go-to thing. Yeah, if there's no light. Yeah, exactly. Do you think that's important as a wedding photographer? Yes. Just to definitely. Like at the end of the day, it's not that I don't know how to do off-camera flash with portraits, because I do. I just don't like doing it during the day if there's lovely natural light. Why? Yeah, exactly. Why complicate it? Yeah, exactly. But in the night time, if I'm really like, I really need some artistic shots here, I'll just do it. I think there's no better light than natural light. Yeah. And I honestly think that if you could do wedding photography, you can do anything. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. I think because you have to be able to do all the different disciplines of photography. You need to do macro. If you're doing ring shots, you need to be able to do journalistic style to get the crowd shots. You need to do portraits. You need to do all sorts of different mediums. So if you can do a wedding, you can do anything. I think so. I definitely think so. So are we at the end of our roll? Oh, we've got one here. I'll just skip through that one. No, I like that. Do you actually? A lot of the time I do bouquets in front of faces and stuff, and it's quite a quirky look, isn't it? It's cute, isn't it? It's quite cool. And they're going in for a little kiss here. Mm. I love the little groom kiss on the head thing. Yeah, that's really nice. It's quite. So because he was a really macho man, though. Really? Yeah. So how do you get around making him look like a lovable? I'm just me. I don't know. I honestly don't know. They just listen to me. Good. They're just like, yeah, whatever you want to do, I'll do it. And I'm just like, okay, cool. Give me a little peck on the forehead, you know. Yeah, stand on your head, do handstands. Yeah. No, I think it's great. I think if you've got a nice rapport with your couple, I think they will go the extra mile for you. Definitely. And they'll say like, yeah, we'll have a little sunset walk, and you can get results like this. Yeah. Because if you don't have that rapport, they're not going to want to. Exactly. And if you've annoyed them earlier on in the day, either not knowing what you're doing or being too demanding, then less likely to want to go out with you, aren't they? Definitely. So, here's another sparkler. Ones. Wicked. That's really cool. Yeah, so I said the same to them. They just did that. I mean, that's them. Your groom has got a little bit of a James Bond style grimace here. I know. That's quite a shaken not stirred kind of look. That's quite it's a very classy look. I mean, your bride is obviously a fun-loving girl, and the groom is obviously kind of smooth. He's a rugby guy. Is he? Yeah. So from Essex. Really? So, yeah. Oh, that's cool. And where was this wedding? Lane's Barn in Wantage. So it's not too far from here. No. I do quite a few. That was just another one of them. Wicked. So would you say you're a low light specialist? Oh.
Fan. We'll go with fan. You're a huge
I'm a
fan
low
of
light fan.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say specialist.
Yeah.
I suppose a lot of the time I think, do you know what? I think everyone's lying if they say they don't wing it sometimes. Do you know what I mean? I think when there is low light, you're just like, right, you just got to hope for the best. You know what you're doing, but sometimes it just doesn't work. So you just got to get what you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So one thing I wanted to ask you about is your destination stuff.
Yeah.
Now, as a photographer myself, I kind of think my favourite part of photography is travel. I love travelling. Are you a big travel fan?
I don't do it often, but yeah,
But when you do,
think,
you
yes.
maximise it. You love to take pictures. We all,
when
we travel, we want to take pictures. So a destination wedding is a dream come true.
Yeah, oh my God, yeah.
So you've got one in France.
Yeah, I had one in France last year, got one in Italy this year.
Amazing.
Maybe Spain next year. Maybe.
Oh, amazing. So would you like to, do you reckon you could do 12 of them a year and that'd be it? Or do you reckon you just like one a year and the rest British weddings?
Do you know what? I'm happy with, I'd say a maximum of 2 a year.
Because it's not easy.
No, it's not easy. It's a lot of work, and if you
it's
think
not a holiday.
No. I am going to make a holiday of the Italy one though.
Yeah, like your
because my mum's coming with me, obviously.
Yeah.
So we're going to stay a couple of days afterwards. But it's like 3 days out of your work, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So it's 3 days of work because you're like traveling. You're doing stuff and like you're actually working.
So you have to price it up.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You got to remember about like car insurance, hire car, everything.
Yeah, and you've got to know how to get to the venue. You've got to know where people will be. So there's a lot that goes into it.
Exactly.
A lot of preparation. A lot of.
I mean, I always arrive like a day at least, so a day or 2 days before the wedding. So.
Yeah. So the Italy one, where's that?
That's Sorrento.
That was going to be dreamy.
I know. My mum's going to love it as well because, we used to go to Italy obviously because we're Italian,
Cool.
Jennifer
Marino. That was a Spanish accent.
Oh, brilliant. But yeah. So,
you speak Italian?
No, I can't. Mum can.
Right.
So I know a few words, but I can't really.
Yeah.
Can't put a sentence together.
Right. So the plan, is it going to be like are the couple like, we're happy for you to go with the flow, we'll just go to a few cool locations, or have they found a few locations that are special to them that they like?
So on the day, I know I did ask them because I recently did their engagement shoot.
Cool.
They said definitely want pictures around where their ceremony is and the venue because you can see the sea, so it'll be like a view of the sea as well. So with that one, who knows, I might try some off-camera flash portraits
as the sun's going down or something?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, when I have done it, I haven't been a massive fan. I think it's just,
I've heard if it's a traditional Italian wedding,
it's not.
Oh, it's not.
It's an English wedding.
Oh, right, okay.
So they live in Shrewsbury.
I was going to say you might be like listening to some Latin 3-hour service.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's a very short, registry sort of thing.
Okay.
But it's in this amazing. Oh, it's amazing. Honestly, I can't
And what
wait.
month is it?
It's September.
And you're going to have to factor in sun exposure. Yeah. So you need to be drinking shitloads of water.
I know.
You need to be obviously sun creamed up to the max.
Because when I did the France one, it was, oh my God, it was so hot I nearly died.
I can imagine.
And obviously going up the stairs, there's so many stairs as well because it's just outside. There was loads of different locations.
Yeah.
I was just so... And the thing is, you have to buy the water there, don't you?
Yeah.
So there was hardly any water.
No tap water.
Everyone bought booze instead of water. So we were like...
I don't need a tequila.
No, I need water. Yeah. I'm going to die soon.
I can't have any red wine. Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah.
But this stuff is so cool because I think it's really important to show off your amazing venue.
Yeah.
Because your couple, 9 times out of 10, have probably paid a lot of money for their venue. So it's only courtesy, really, as a photographer, to show it off.
Exactly.
And they're going to love that, aren't they?
Yeah.
So...
you can just go forward if you want to the...
Have we got any more destination-y ones?
No,
what's that in the sky there? Have we got a little...
It's a little bird.
We've got a little bird?
Yeah, a little bird.
I like that.
Doesn't really look... And there's another one there. But...
You could have got rid of that, but I like
know.
it. I like that.
just...
Not saying you should have.
No,
but
yeah.
I like that you've left it in because it's real. It's real life, isn't it? And you've literally captured a moment.
Exactly.
And that's what wedding photography is all about, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is very cool. This is very... I'd say this is very... let's go back one.
Oh, was it?
I'd say this one... No,
forward, I think. Forward 2.
I'd say this one is very magazine-y.
Yeah,
It's very bridal magazine. It's very...
Didn't mean it to be.
It's very cool. Very cool.
They were just a really cool couple. They were awesome. They... Bless them, their photographer let them down, so I stepped in.
Really?
Yeah, and they were just so cool. They just loved my work, and they were just desperate for me to do it.
Amazing.
So I was like, you know what, I'm a nice person, so I'll help you out. And
I love that. Yeah. That's amazing. And I think it doesn't matter how you. That's what I've found with wedding photography. And you're way more experienced than I am because you've done a lot more than me. But what I found is it doesn't matter how people look, good looking, whatever. That goes out the window. It's all about confidence, and it's all about their love for each other, isn't it?
Exactly, and that's what makes the picture.
Yeah.
They were so in love with each other, so lovey-dovey, and they weren't afraid to show it. And it's just awesome.
And that's what a wedding photography is all about.
Exactly.
Showing them off, showing a celebration of love, isn't it? And it's.
I feel like if the couple aren't sort of lovey-dovey together, it just doesn't. You don't get the result that you want.
No.
And I tell them that.
It's like that final little bit that makes it all come together.
Exactly.
When there's the connection.
Exactly. I say, look, just forget I'm here, and just be yourselves how you would at home.
Yeah.
I'm there to capture it, so.
I think this is the last one.
Is it? Oh my God, is it? Wait, what's my thing? Oh yeah, because I missed these ones. Oh, I love that one and that one. But,
really cool.
Yeah, but I think that's it.
I think a lot of photographers,
these ones
how you read, I'm sure, this is a cool wedding. I remember seeing this on your Instagram.
Yeah, I got featured on Rock My Wedding, that one.
Wicked.
Yeah, recently. So
that's awesome. So what, 6 months, 10 months later, you're getting featured? No, is it?
Yeah, I mean, the problem is Rock My Wedding take forever to feature people because they've got so many weddings to feature.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really happy.
And did they pick you up from your blog? Did they just see it?
No, I asked.
Yeah.
Because that bride, she's a blogger, so she's got 11,000 followers on Instagram, and her mother-in-law, so the groom's mum, works with my mum. So that's how they knew. Wow. And that was just such a beautiful wedding, honestly.
It looked amazing. Yeah. And you've got that dreamy light.
Yeah.
And again, they look like they've got an amazing connection.
Oh, yeah,
and
they do. Yeah. So nice.
Was that your Wales one? Was that in Wales?
No, this is Ardington. So Wantage again, Ardington. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, it was really, really cool.
That's really looks like a really cool wedding as well.
It was.
So I'd say you're getting to a point now where you're getting a similar style of client.
Yeah, I think so.
Which is good.
Yes.
Which is good for the business,
Very
isn't it?
good, yeah.
So you're getting people who see your work and think, I'm a bit quirky. I look a bit like that. Yeah. I want to look like this. I want Jen to maybe look like this. So that's the best thing that you could possibly get, isn't it? I think.
It really is. I mean, earlier on in my career, I was just like, when am I actually going to get people that sort of are my sort of style? But I got into a rut where I kept looking at other photographers' work.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I wish I was like that. But then you have to realise you're not. So just don't be like that. Be yourself. And that's what I did.
How critical are you of yourself as a photographer?
So critical.
Yeah?
Yeah, I get to the point where sometimes I'm just like, I hate this.
What's the point?
And then, I don't know, but everyone else just loves it. I feel like, especially if you're starting your career, as a photographer, and you're not happy with the photos, it doesn't matter unless the client are happy. Do you know what I mean? If the client are happy, that's fine.
Yeah.
Just don't worry about it. If you're not happy, just keep practicing.
Yeah.
Just forget about...
Because you're not going to get better any other way.
Exactly. Just keep practicing.
You can watch YouTube, you can read blogs, look at Instagram till you're blue in the teeth.
I mean, I was self-taught, so if I can do it, anyone can do it.
Same as me.
Yeah, exactly.
And again, I know this has been said time and time again, but it's not about the gear, is it?
No.
There's an element of you in that photo.
Yeah.
And it's got to be that way all the time.
All the time.
It's got to be an emotional thing. And you essentially have waved your magic wand and created that moment.
Yeah.
You could have done that with, I believe, any camera.
Yeah.
You could have done that with a disposable camera, a 1DX Mark IV, a Sony A9. Yeah. Even if you'd have had those cameras, if you didn't have the little dust,
yeah, that's true.
you wouldn't have got this result.
True. Yeah.
And again, all these couples would much prefer a moment rather than quality.
Definitely.
And again, I don't know if you're the same as this, but I've stopped becoming hyper aware of how sharp things are.
That's what I was just thinking, actually.
So if something's slightly blurry or soft,
I'll just put it in.
If I like it, I like it.
Exactly.
And again, these people who are looking at your photos probably aren't as critical, anywhere near as critical as you are.
Exactly. That's what you've got to remember. You know, you're the one who's like, oh, I should have done that differently, should have done that. They don't know that. They just see that as their loving moment together.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And they're happy because you caught it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm glad that I'm getting the clients that
I think you should be. I think you're in a really, really good space at the moment because you're attracting the right sort of people. You're growing your business the way it's wanting to go. You're getting the destination weddings.
Yeah, I never thought in my life I'd do one.
Yeah,
because I thought I wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't get anyone that wants me to do it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But it's crazy. Like, you just got to think, I'm going to do it, and I want to do it. So therefore, you're probably going to do it someday. Like, you just.
It's going to happen.
Yeah, it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Just keep producing, not necessarily good work, but just keep producing stuff.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Exactly.
Keep learning. Don't be a dick.
Yeah, I know. That is the main thing. Just don't be an arsehole. Like, everyone... Do you know what? Like, when I was starting out... By the way, tell me if this is too long. Like,
no, go on.
Yeah, I emailed some photographers because I wanted help. I didn't know, you know, how to start a wedding photography business. And I got nothing back.
Really?
Nothing. And every time someone's emailed me, I've always answered back.
Yeah.
And I've helped them. I've literally written, like, essays to help them.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you know, be kind. People start, you know, they all start somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
And just don't be a dick.
So where did you start? Do you remember your first wedding?
I do.
Yeah.
I don't want to, though.
Nightmare?
Awful. Oh, my God.
Really?
I did it for like 100 quid.
Yeah.
It was awful. I had the Canon 400D. I did have a 50mm 1.8, but it didn't go wide enough. Like,
Right.
I was really
You had one lens, one camera?
Yeah.
All day?
Yeah.
That sounds like some sort of, like, YouTube challenge.
Yeah, oh my God, it was. Do you know what? Considering I had hardly any equipment, I did okay.
Yeah.
They are awful, but I did okay. You know?
And one thing I think is really, for anyone watching this, I think is really useful to know is that everyone used to be crap once.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And I don't even think I'm any good now.
I know, we look at our stuff and we're like, really?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
But everyone used to be rubbish once.
Yes.
And you look back at it and it's really good to see your personal journey, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like,
It really is, like, it's actually insane.
Yeah.
I sort of think, oh my God, how did I cope?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because I've got all, like, I know it's not about gear, but now that I've got the gear to help me through these weddings, these busy, big weddings, I can't imagine doing it without it because it was really hard without all the extra stuff.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know what? I can't even believe I used to not do off-camera flash. I was too scared to learn it.
Yeah.
It makes my life so much easier.
That was my first video I watched of yours.
Oh, was it?
Do you know you were my first ever YouTube subscriber?
Really?
Yeah, yeah. Because you said something like, welcome to YouTube, Andrew, or something. Because I did something about, I think I commented on yours and you commented back.
Yeah.
I think I remember watching your video, this is back in the day, off-camera flash, don't be afraid.
Yes, yeah.
Do you remember that video
Oh my
you
God,
did?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I might leave a link to that below.
Oh, God, don't.
Right, on that note, I think we'll wrap it up.
Wicked.
So, Jen, legend, thanks
Thank
for joining us on this video.
Thank you so much.
And, yeah, I hope that's been really informative. So remember, everybody, even Jen, used to be rubbish once. Yeah. So, thanks for watching, folks.
Thank you.
Comment, subscribe. Do you want to say it?
What was it?
Tell your friends.
Oh, tell your friends.
She's got it.
Wicked.
Nice one.
Thank
Top.
you.
La 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 do da 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 la 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 do da 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 la la